that if you can get the team fights, the KT comp can be very strong, aiming on a hyper carry, you have got a lot of poke, great frontline, great engage. But if the LNG comp finds it for KT, this game kind of becomes how can you make sure aiming is having an okay game. And even if he
flash, knock up, knock back, Cuz is here for the twisted advance, and Hung has been hanged out to dry by KT.
Well, there you go. The whole Lehens.
Flash, in front of Lehens! He stood still!
Sure, being able to get his one directly, plus the CS lead, plus the turret plate, but mid lane.
Cuz flashes forward, twisted advance, Pop Blossom, but Pop goes the Nico as KT strike again.
Where now, even with Herald going over to KT, the first turret bot actually goes to the LNG, and they're trying to strike back.
Qatar charges in, the tower doesn't quite fall as Tarzan goes in with the EQ flash. Chase continues, Zika looking for that counter-strike, still cleanse of flash available for aiming as Lehens acts as a bodyguard, counter TP. Behind them now as the twisted advance goes forward. KT looking for a little bit more, Tarzan flags and drags into the bush, but there's no escape for him. Only Zika, the Houdini of the Rift, can get away, but this time, shut down again today. 4 kills for KT as they get the tower in the top lane as well.
Why would you?
They've got
force
pretty
a
good
summoner of aiming, that would be big.
Aiming, respecting it. Flame jumpers come down. Zika coming from one side. The counter strike flashed away. Aiming able to survive, and now Zika caught underneath the tower, tanking tower shots. But Daze is aiming. The super mega death rocket not enough, but he still gets the kill. Mid lane tower falls. White bite, you say, Chronicler. Well, to kind of maybe dive aiming and then also get the tower out of it, I guess.
I gotta say though, I think that's favorable for LNG because of the fight that should be coming up in about a minute. No sums on this Jinx means that if Tarzan gets an ult off, Jinx is dying. There is no way out for aiming, but KT, they're not going to give him the time.
It wasn't your tempo. KT's tempo a little bit more rapido than LNG's here as the Baron has been begun. The TP behind as well. They're looking for that flank position as Scout could find all 5. Scout goes in, the Pop Blossom lands and down goes aiming. Meanwhile, Keen gonna bring Tarzan back into the fight. He's got the Renata bailout to try and bring him back to life, and that will do exactly what it's meant to do in a fight like this. The TP coming in from Zika as he looks to join the fray. KT trying to fight, but will they live another day? Cuz has a blast cone, his last ally in this defense of the Baron. BDD.
Yeah.
I mean, maybe they're trying to pull KT into the fight as BDD looks for something. Dragon down, Hex flash in by Lehens, but they don't know that Scout is here. KT in arrears in terms of their map awareness as Keen is locked up with the Pop Blossom, and now BDD in the middle of LNG. He manages to survive. Scout doing everything he can to keep his team alive. Garlem on the backline, unable to approach as Scout will fall as well. 2 to KT alongside the Dragon.
KT get the Dragon, they get the double kill, and they're gonna push straight down off Gala. Let's see if they can punish him
now. So low already. Look at where Cuz is. That Baron might be gone before Cuz can even get in. And there's the hostile takeover coming out as well. The root being used for the Nature's Grasp, but Hung able to survive. And now KT on the back, but good knockback with the Pathmaker as Tarzan retreats to his team. But look at the Shurikens and look at Cuz's head. Health bar just get ripped to shreds. The Pop Blossom finds aiming as well, but he has that flash cleanse back up. The Cataclysm enough to find the kill as LNG advance. An unending march from LNG as KT can only stand and watch as their cow is mown down.
They can go for an end here, honestly.
No AP damage as
Lehens, Hex splash in, they get onto Gala, but they don't have the follow-up right now. Aiming, trying to put the damage down as Scout is going to join the fray. From the side, it's a 5, man! Only the stopwatch stop BDD from being ripped apart, but Gala will follow up with a shutdown onto the enemy mid. The chase continues here for LNG. Keen trying to get away the counter-strike, aiming able to flash away from it, but the counter-strike still finds one. Zika was looking for another leap strike there. You could feel he felt the call of the cube, and now LNG will turn towards...
Yeah, they're not going to stop here. Baron buff, a full minute left, and Gala, he wants blood.
Can Keen hit confirm? He needs the Q3, he's building up towards it. Gala may be overstepping, but does still have the flash to cleanse. Zika takes a little bit of HP, there's a hit for confirm onto Gala, but can they put the damage down? Gala almost into his GA, but he survives with the redemption and with the hostile takeover, and you just can't kill Gala when he's in this sort of form. The super mega death rocket goes right, and now LNG already got 1 kill on the board. Keen down, the Nexus tower short to follow as LNG turn their eyes towards the Nexus. They don't even need to kill off KT. They've done it on the Rift.